Hello, everybody. Here we are again with our forecasts sign by sign. They are not forecasts for the sun signs, but for the ascendant because we're focusing on the sectors of your life, the houses in astrology, that are mostly impacted by the transits, the major transits in 2025. I remember that these forecasts are a general guidance and they're based only on your ascendant, so they cannot be taken as completely personalized. If you need a personalized, tailored to your unique natal chart reading, I invite you to book a private consultation, and I'm writing below here, putting below the link to do that. In any case, you will have some insights. And the transits we are considering are Neptune transit, because it changes sign from Pisces to Aries at the end of March. Saturn will follow on May 25th. And then Uranus on July 7th will enter Gemini. Pluto has already changed the sign, and it entered Aquarius on November 19th, 2024. But it will stay in Aquarius for 20 years, so its impact is still beginning, and it will continue for the whole year and the next 19 years. So let's have a look at Ascendant Gemini and what will happen. We will start from Neptune and Saturn in Aries. Okay, the houses that are initially affected are actually it is the 11th house, which is the house of friendship, of group activities, of projects. And with Neptune and Saturn are going to transit in your 11th house, the focus will be on your social connections, collaborative projects, and personal aspirations. What the Neptune influence will be, we know that Neptune dissolves what it is encountering. So it will dissolve out the outdated social ties or ambitions. You might see some friends leave, or you will detach from some friendships. But the idea is to encourage you to seek more meaningful and aligned connections. This may bring moments of disillusionment or because you have to reevaluate a bit what truly matters in your social life. And the transit is going to last 13 years until you see the final effects that will be completely visible in your 10th house, in the house of career, and we will see how. Before going into that, we just have a brief look at the Saturn influence, because they're going to be combined, the two influences. And Saturn provides structure. So after the dissolving of Neptune, Saturn comes to give more structure, will help you to commit to long-term goals. So any new friendships or let's say a group of communities that you start participating to after the end of May 2025 will last, because they will be more in line with the new energy, and you will find stronger and more reliable friendships. This will be a time to refine your role within groups, and you might take more responsibility for what you do. The final effects of Saturn will be visible in the 8th and 9th house. So the 8th house is the house of shared resources, of emotional transformation, and of living together and sharing a home and whatever, and money with somebody. So these social shifts in the end of the 2.5 years of the transit of Saturn in the sign of Aries will encourage deeper emotional partnerships, and maybe also financial partnerships. And they will help you to redefine your responsibilities. So you will find yourself in a different position in 2.5 years. It will also influence the ninth house, which is the house of higher learning, of travel, of the expansion of the mind. And so these social shifts maybe will encourage you to intellectual growth, to do more inspiring travel, to do some new courses, new areas of study, start new areas of study, to expand your intellectual growth. And the final effect in the 10th house of Neptune will be about career, about your public role, about your social status. So in the end, all these transformations will impact in the long term, because Neptune's transit lasts 13 years. So you have to be more patient to see this impact on the 10th house of career. But the transformation will bring you in a different place in your professional life, and you will be in a position to align your career with your values. Okay, let's see now what happens with Uranus, because we have also Uranus entering Gemini in July. And in this case, it is affecting, of course, your first house, that is the house of appearance, of self-image, and also of your physical constitution. So the big change for Gemini will be about your sense of self, of your self-image, and also how others perceive you. You may feel inspired to redefine completely your identity, because it is a big change that Uranus is provoking, a need to make a revolution, explore new interests, embrace more unconventional approaches to life. So it will encourage you to break free from all constraints and start really expressing your individuality in a stronger way. The final effects will be seen in 7 years, because in the end, Uranus transit lasts about 7 years in each sign. And when it will leave Gemini, you will be not only inspired in your self-image, but you will see differences and impact on the ninth house, which is the house of studies, of higher learning and travel and mind expansion. So again, we will have personal transformation to create a broader world view. You will be encouraged to explore new beliefs, travels, and as we said before, for Saturn, you will find yourself maybe in a position to create a completely new interests in your life. And last but not least, we examine a bit what Pluto in Aquarius might bring. Of course, the transformation is very slow and long term, because Pluto will remain in the sign for 20 years. And since the beginning that has already started, you will be directly affected in your studies, in your higher learning, in the ninth house. So what will be it is contributing to the changes in this house that also Uranus and Saturn are proposing. Pluto drives a profound transformation, very slow, but it will change profoundly your beliefs, your education, your spiritual understanding, and maybe you will be led to explore in a deeper way your truth, and maybe you will make a major shift in your perspective about life. And this transit will encourage you to embrace some spiritual growth or intellectual research. Okay, it's not like the 12th house that is more an inner work. It is also about culture and learning. Okay, so being in relationship with others. And you will have a chance to let go many limiting beliefs. So the final effects are going to be seen in the 6th house, which is the house of daily routines and even of your health, of your daily work. So this shift in beliefs in the next 20 years will completely change slowly, but they will, your routine. and your daily life, and you will have healthier habits and maybe an approach to work that is much more purposeful and in line with your mission. If we want to have a summary of what we said, we can say that the key message for 2025 is a year of starting as transformation and innovation. But where? Because this is true for everybody. For Ascendant Gemini, the focus will be on social connections, on personal identity, and on beliefs. And Neptune and Saturn guide you to redefine your aspirations and also in relationships. Uranus inspires more changes in how you express yourself and who you are, how you present yourself. Pluto drives more shifts in your view of the world and will influence your career, and your daily routines in the end will change. So these transitions will empower you, and you will embrace a more authentic and more expansive life path. So I wish you a good 2025, and I'll see you with other videos. Ciao.